Well, the Rams need a running back. More importantly, Fantasy Fix needs expert analysis, and that's why Marshall Faulk is still retired. To provide his thoughts on Week 4, it's BodogFantasy.net's Marshall Faulk. Hello, Marshall. I want to get right to it. Which is the real Donovan McNabb? Was it the one that struggled in the first 2 weeks of the season, or the one who just simply exploded for those 4 touchdown passes and a perfect QB rating against the Lions? What do you think?
Well, I think the one that exploded against the Lions. You have to remember this here. Whenever you hurt your knee, and you got to think about the preseason, he didn't play a whole game. So it took him a while to get his legs underneath him throughout a whole game. If you watch the balls were there. They were either too high, or too low. I think that he's found his rhythm and maybe a go-to receiver in Kevin Curtis.
Hey, Marshall, I just want to let you know that I lost Steven Jackson in one of my leagues. I'm on green. I went ahead and picked you up this week. I know you're not going to play, but you look good on my roster. The name looks good there. I love that. But my question is, my question is about the Bear offense. Obviously, they pulled the plug on Rex Grossman. I kind of like this offense going into the season. Can Brian Griese bring some fantasy juice? And I'm curious your thoughts on what the switch to Griese does for Cedric Benson.
I don't think it helps. I don't think it helps Benson. I don't think it helps the offense at all. I'm not taking Brian Griese. I look at the inability to run the football. If you think about the Chicago Bears and how they got to the Super Bowl with Thomas Jones as their running back running the football, they play action. That's what made Rex the quarterback that he was last year. That's why Lovie Smith stuck with him. Now that they aren't running the ball well, Rex looks even worse than what he did last year when he had bad games. He had these spells last year, and Griese came in last year and didn't play well. If you guys, can remember the game that he did come in, he didn't fare much better than Rex.
All right, with Deuce McAllister now out for the season, I want to know, can Reggie Bush carry the running game? Really, can the Saints rely on him to touch the ball 25 times?
You know what? That's the big story. And I'm excited for Reggie Bush because I want to see, if he's the kind of running back that when he has minimum touches, we see the jittery feet, the guy that looks like he doesn't know where he's going. But as a running back likes to get more carries, get settled in, and kind of explore the defense, maybe that's the kind of back that Reggie is. Can he handle 25 carries and maybe another 6 catches? We're about to find out because I know one thing. Sean Payton is going to feature this guy this week or next week.
Hey, Marshall, I don't think you ever had a slump like the one LaDainian's going through. I know it's only 3 games, but can you talk about what's going on with him and the Charger offense right now?
Well, they're suffering from the exact same thing that the Bears are suffering from. The only reason why they beat the Bears because they were playing at home. If you look at the 2 teams that they played, they were able to control the ball game, and when the Chargers got on the field, running the ball was option number 2, putting points on the board was option 1, and Phillip Rivers has not found his rhythm with the outside receivers. I don't think he's even comfortable with those 2 guys, in Floyd and Jackson, but if you look at most of his throws, they are to one guy, and that's Antonio Gates. Until he spreads the ball around and gets familiar with the outside receivers, that 8 guy defender will be in the box, and LT will not have success that he had last year.
All right, Marshall, once again, give me your stud, your dud, and your sleeper for Week 4.
Without a doubt. Whenever you think it's studs, you got to go with anybody that's playing against the Bengals right now. So that means Brady and Moss, take any one of those guys. They're both going to have a big day. When you think of dud, the one thing you can't do against the Chargers is be one-dimensional. If you can't throw and pass the ball, if you can't pass and run the football, they're going to shut you out. I'm looking for Larry Johnson to have another long, tough day down at Qualcomm Stadium. And, the surprise guy, the sleeper guy, the Bears, about 6 guys hurt on that defense. I'm looking for John Kitna and his weapons to just throw the ball and be at will because I think this Bear defense, without those key guys, are going to struggle.
Yeah, key game if the Lions want to prove that they are on top there in the NFC North Division. All right, Marshall Faulk, once again, thanks for the insight, the knowledge, and as always, we want to thank BodogFantasy.net. All right, well, starters or sitters, time to look at 4